Hey guys, it's Alicia with Fit Full Circle, and here I am. I just wanted to talk. I wanted to start sharing a little bit about myself. I've been through tons of struggles. I'm a 40-year-old mom of five, and when I say five, many of you see me with four children in many of my pictures, and I've gotten a few times here and there, like, "Where's your fifth child?" Well, he is no longer here on this earth with us. He was born with a genetic defect and he passed away at a year and 3.5 months. And that was in 2004. He was born April 27th, 2003, and he died um, August 14th, 2004. And I was sorry, I was getting those dates because my daughter was born exactly a year after that on August 17th. We were afraid she might be born on the same birthday. But it was a spontaneous mutation, meaning that it was a random, like lightning striking. Um, they don't really know the cause. And 33% of them are random, spontaneous mutations. It's a mutation of the gene that affects this one, and it causes what he had, Minkies. So anyway, but through that, and even before that happened, there were so many things in my life. Um, and I just want to start sharing some of the stuff that I have gleaned through from going through those struggles to now. I went through, okay, the sickness and death of a child, the grief. I went from losing everything. I mean, everything, cars, property, house, animals, everything. Also, and I just apologize now for saying a lot because I kind of I knew what I wanted to say, but I am so not perfect, and I'm not going to wait till I'm perfect. But when I've got a message and I've got something I want to share, I'm going to let it out. So, so yeah, I'm not perfect, and I'm gonna say a lot of times, and many times I get crazy and I'm funny, but I don't know. Today I'm a little more serious. So, and I go off on tangents a lot, so I'll apologize now for that. But I just wanted to share from the heart and share some of the nuggets and some of the things that I've gleaned. Oh, another thing was that through that, I went through my own grief. My husband had his own grief, and everybody grieves in different ways. My parents, and dealing with them and grieving and with us, and having other babies after baby after baby, and my husband kind of totally checking out. Like, I was a single. He was like a roommate. I was a single parent with three young children, and then a fourth came along for many years. And I didn't know. There was at one point I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I hung in there for so long. I was just on survival mode. And I just want to help. I'm now on the other side of that. I started investing in myself. I started going to personal growth and development seminars. I started reading my Bible. I started just being a searcher and looking for truth. And I knew there was more out there, and I just didn't know where to find it. And I started looking for it, and I found it. And I'm so, so, so thankful because it totally, completely turned my life around when I started doing that. And I started more with me because I realized, and with these seminars and everything else, that I couldn't change anybody else, but I could change me. And so the more I started to look and work and change myself, the more my life began to change. And even though I was the better person, right? Yeah, wrong. No, I mean, whatever you want to call it. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. Um, But we all have our issues and we all have our faults. And when you're always nagging and on someone else, that doesn't make you any better. And it doesn't bring your marriage, it just widens that distance and just pushes you farther and farther apart. But I thank God today that my husband and I, we've been married 17 years, going on 18, and we are closer now than we have ever been. And my relationships with people, the more I worked on me, the more I loved and I forgave myself for so many wrongdoings. And I am able to I love myself, and I'm able to love other people. I mean, I just exude, like it just is bubbling out of me. Like I just have this heart and this compassion for people, when before I was so self-centered. I was so self-centered. All I cared about was me, myself, and I, and how it affected me. So I just want to start sharing those little tidbits with you here and there as it bubbles up out of me. A lot of times it's when I'm working out, of course. But today I just wanted to get this one in and kind of talk to you guys. And hopefully you will learn something, glean something from it. I don't know. All I know is this is what's worked for me. And I just want to share it with you in hopes that maybe somebody out there is needing some hope. It was not easy, and it took years. It took years of hanging in there and just of hoping, praying, and working on me, and untraining, unlearning the stuff I had, the stuff that was in here, the stuff that I had learned over the years, and I had to retrain myself. So that took some time. Some of us are thicker headed than others, and oh my gosh, I didn't think I was, but I am. And I see it in my kids sometimes where they're just butting heads. Today, oh my goodness, my two middle, my son and my daughter, the middle ones, were fighting over this toy that she had her sweatshirt on this big old stuffed animal, and neither one would let go. Well, that's kind of how we were in our marriage at one point. It was just both of us were just, we were going to force our way. And that just doesn't work. One of you has to give. Marriage is compromise. It is work. And I mean, eventually it will get to a point, sometimes you have to just give and just lay it down, lay it down, lay it down. Forgive, forgive, forgive. I remember times when I would say, okay, I'm not doing it for him, Lord. I'm doing it for you, and I just had to kind of forget about what he was doing and what I had to just focus on me and what I needed to do and what I needed to get done, and just kind of let it all go, and move on with it. So, a little hot tea. All right, but anyway, I guess that's it for tonight. I don't want to go on. I know it's already 8 minutes, but I love you guys, and I hope that maybe somebody somewhere out there, that it reminds me of a song, somewhere out there. Anyway, we will see you next time. Hopefully you gleaned something from this, and to stick in there a little bit longer. It is worth it. I promise you, on the other side. And look for ways that you can change yourself rather than trying to change the other person. Because the more you start to change, if they love you, and they will end up starting to come along the ride. And they will start wanting to do what is best for you and your family and all that. So anyway, love you guys. We will see you next time.